Here's something most people get completely wrong about highly intelligent people. We picture them a certain way: confident, vocal, always ready with an answer, visibly impressive in a room. But that's not what psychology actually shows us. Research suggests that people with genuinely high intelligence often display quiet, subtle behavioral patterns that most people would never associate with brilliance. Cognitive scientists consistently point out that intelligence isn't really about how much you know. It's about how your brain processes, organizes, and engages with the world around it. And that tends to show up through specific everyday habits that most people overlook entirely. Here are 10 surprisingly common habits found in people with very high IQ. Number 1. They spend a significant amount of time alone. This isn't about being antisocial. Highly intelligent people genuinely need solitude because their brains are continuously working through ideas, patterns, and possibilities. The prefrontal cortex, which handles deep thinking, planning, and reflection, functions best with space and quiet. Research out of the London School of Economics found that people with higher intelligence actually report lower satisfaction from frequent socializing compared to others. Their brains aren't wired to need constant external input. Number 2. They are endlessly curious. High IQ individuals don't just ask big questions. They question the small, everyday things too. Why does this process work that way? Why do people react like that in this situation? Their brain is constantly scanning for patterns and inconsistencies. Curiosity isn't something they switch on. It's just how they move through the world. Number 3. They talk to themselves. It sounds odd, but psychologists refer to this as self-directed speech, and it's actually a marker of strong cognitive function. Verbalizing your own thinking helps organize complex thoughts, improves focus, and strengthens working memory. When someone quietly narrates their own thought process, their brain is actively doing something useful.
Number 4. They're comfortable saying, "I don't know." Highly intelligent people have a clear awareness of how much they don't understand. This connects directly to what psychology calls the Dunning-Kruger effect, where people with limited knowledge tend to overestimate their competence.
Genuinely intelligent people tend to experience the opposite. The more they know, the more clearly they see how complex everything actually is. Number 5. They overthink ordinary things. An analytical mind doesn't have an off switch. The same mental processes that help someone solve complex problems also cause them to replay conversations, dissect decisions, and explore dozens of possible outcomes before acting. From the outside, it can look like indecisiveness. From the inside, it's a brain running through multiple models at the same time. Number 6. They have a sharp sense of humor. This one surprises people, but humor is actually cognitively demanding. Creating or appreciating it requires your brain to recognize patterns, subvert expectations, and link ideas that don't obviously belong together. Studies published in intelligence research have found a consistent correlation between higher IQ and more sophisticated humor processing. Number 7. They change their minds. Intelligent people don't treat their beliefs as part of their identity. They treat them as working theories. When better information arrives, they update. In psychology, this is called cognitive flexibility, and it's one of the strongest indicators of advanced problem-solving ability. Changing your mind isn't weakness. In high IQ individuals, it's actually the system working correctly. Pause here for a second. Think about how often we misread these behaviors. The person who needs a lot of alone time gets labeled cold. The one who asks too many questions seems difficult. The one who keeps changing their position seems unreliable. But sometimes those are exactly the wrong conclusions. Number 8. They think more clearly at night. Many high IQ individuals report that their mind becomes sharper in the late hours. Some researchers connect this to cognitive flexibility and evolutionary adaptability, suggesting that people with more advanced thinking patterns find it easier to shift away from conventional schedules and rhythms. Number 9. They observe more than they speak. In conversations, highly intelligent people often hold back initially. They read the room, track emotional dynamics, gather information before responding. This isn't shyness or lack of confidence. It's sophisticated pattern recognition applied to social situations. And number 10, they are constantly searching for meaning. High intelligence tends to come with a heightened awareness of how complicated everything is: relationships, society, human behavior. This often leads to ongoing, quiet reflection about purpose and identity. It's not always loud or philosophical. Sometimes it's just a background question that never fully goes away. Why do people think the way they do? And maybe that's what intelligence really comes down to. Not test scores or technical knowledge, but a brain that stays genuinely curious, one that keeps examining assumptions, looking for patterns, and trying to make sense of the endlessly complicated puzzle of being human.